Guys, in today's video I want to finish my manicure here on camera. Last night I painted my nails and this morning I added these transfers. So I want to show you guys how I did that. I think I first shared these sometime last year, and someone asked to see how I applied them. So here I am a year later showing you guys how I did it, but I hadn't used these transfers since then, and then I pulled them out again this summer, used them for another manicure, and I wanted to use them again, and so I thought let's take advantage and record this part of it. So let me show you guys the polishes that I used, starting off with the base coat. This is from Hansen. It's a nail rehab strengthener. On my index and my pinky, I pulled out this one, which is in my project polish. This is from Hansen also, and it's called Makart. I don't think you guys can see that actually. But it's a pastel pink. Formula wise is not the best. Now that I've worked it pretty far down, I can get away with just 2 coats of this, but early on when I opened it, it was taking 3-4 coats, and it takes a while to dry, so not my favorite, which is why I'm working it out, but the color is still really pretty. And then for my middle and ring finger, I used this silver one also from Hansen. That was not planned. Quite a bit of Hansen products here. This is called Metal Load, or Metal Iced, I think it says. Yeah. And this silver dries more satiny kind of matte. It requires 2 coats. It is more of a cool leaning silver because it has a hint of blue in it. So I didn't know how it was going to work out paired up with the pink, but I think it looks fine. And then I topped the silver over with a holographic. This one is, I think the brand is called Just Add Sun. And I found this at Walmart. This is supposed to change. It's supposed to look like this indoor, and then outdoor like this in direct sun. So I have yet to try that. So I'm gonna have to check, go outside and see if it makes a difference. And then I will try to capture it or take a picture of it or something. And this one is called Ruby Slippers. These are micro holographic glitters. They're not shimmers, or the particles are a little bit larger. And I added a couple of coats of this on my nails. It's really pretty. I like it. I like how it looks. I see a lot of the little rainbows constantly on my nails. So added that to my middle ring and my thumb. Look how pretty those are. I really like that. So on to the transfers. Let me push back the camera here. These are from Makart, and I found these at on Amazon. And let me open this up, and I used the print that's over here. It has the roses, and it has the little dots, which quite frankly I should have picked out a different image, maybe with the colors a little bit brighter, because you can see the flowers on my nails are just a little bit more subtle, and those little dots, I can't even see them on my nails. Let me do a close-up of that one. Say that it's really pretty, it's just I can't see the little dots. I didn't think this through very well, obviously, so I should have gone for maybe something like this one, or even this one here at the top. That would have been really pretty as well. Okay, and then I'll make sure to link that down below. And the adhesive that I'm using is one that I also got on Amazon. I'll make sure to go through my history of purchases there and link this down below for you guys, so you guys can check it out. I've already cut up little pieces here, and just made sure that it's large enough to fit my nail. I did this before I go in with the adhesive, so I don't have to bother with it after. And I'm going to apply the adhesive. This is very easy to use. It doesn't require too much. Let me face this down a little bit, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. And all you want to do is apply it like nail polish. Cover the whole area here. And it's ready once it turns clear. I do sometimes allow maybe 2-3 minutes for it to make sure that it's fully set. And once I lay down the image, I can either use my finger to rub the print down, but I really like using this product as well. But my fingers work really well also. I've used both Just kind of depends. If I want to push it really well, I can use my nail, or point is you don't need a tool like this. You can definitely use your fingers to get this done. Okay, it looks like it's pretty clear now, and what I like to do is go in with my finger and just see if it's at least a little bit tacky. I'm jumping in here to do a little voiceover because I didn't explain it very well. So when you look at the print, there is a top and bottom side. The top side is a little bit brighter. The bottom side is a little bit more pale. The pale side is what's going to lay over the nail. That's what you're going to adhere so that the brighter side is facing up. And you can use tweezers, but I just use my fingers. And where am I going to put this? And I think the hardest part is deciding where to lay the image. I want to make sure I get a lot of those roses on my nails. So I'm going to start off by laying it down first. And I'll start with my finger here. And just rub it down. It gets a little crinkly, but that's okay. It's not that visible. I have holographic going on here, and the rose pattern is, if it comes out a little bit warped, it's not that noticeable. So I'm going in with this little rubber tool and just pressing it down, making sure that I capture the edge there too. See that? And then I'll just pick it up with my nail here. And the image transfers very well. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now this one, I didn't really capture large image very well, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I align those roses at the edge there so that at least I can get one full rose, this one right here, on my nail. And then start rubbing it down on one side and move it over to the other. The key here, I think, is just to let the adhesive dry a little bit. Once it turns clear, it's pretty much ready, which doesn't take very long, maybe about a minute or so, at least for this one that I have. And just make sure I capture the edge there, not that there's any print, but, and I am just lifting the image. If maybe I feel like I can use another little image right about here, you can grab a little bit more of the adhesive here. Let me add a little bit on this edge. Make sure I remove a lot of that off. And just add a little bit of the adhesive there. And I'm gonna let it set for just a little bit, and then I'll come back and add a little bit more. And whatever I've cut up, and say I am not using this image right here, I'll save it for another manicure for a later date. I'm not gonna waste this. I have pieces in there that I have, so that I don't just toss these little images away, because you can always use them for little corner sections or something. And that's pretty tacky there. So let's see. Let's do this, maybe not that one. That one's maybe too big. So let's do maybe this one right here. And maybe only on the edge. So let's put it, I'm gonna lay it out so the leaves are going the other way. And so it captures at least a little bit of the rose. It helps fill in the gaps. Whenever I do stuff like this, I like to paint my nails the night before. If I feel like I don't have a lot of time, you know. That way, the next day, it doesn't take too long. Okay, I'm trying to lay it on there. I just want the corner of that little rose there. If you apply the image and the adhesive is not dry enough, it won't adhere very well, or it'll come off in, not the entire image will transfer, it'll leave little chunks. Okay, let's see. Do we need to do something like that over here? Maybe on this side? I'll try that as well. Let's put it right there. See if it'll, yep, transferred it. I'm then gonna add my top coat. The one that I've been loving as of late is from Salon Perfect. This is their plumping gel, and it's great. It leaves my nails super glossy, and it's a bit thicker, but it's not a fast drying top coat, and yet it doesn't take a long time to dry. Definitely it takes maybe a couple of minutes or so. To remove these, I just use 100% acetone. They come up fairly easily. Look at how pretty that is. I love that. I think I was mentioning earlier, just to save on time, sometimes what I'll do is I'll lay down the base coats that I want to use, and then the following day I'll go in with some kind of design just to save on time, because sometimes I don't have time to do all of it in one day. So I prefer doing my manicures in 2 parts. So last night I added Makart, the silver base, and the holographic, and this morning all I had to do was put the image down, which doesn't take maybe a couple of minutes, right? And glossy top coat, and then I'm done. And it's so cute. I'm actually highly tempted in doing like little dots on these nails, but I think I'm gonna leave it as is. I think it looks really pretty this way. Look at that. That's so cute. I love that. I went outside and recorded myself with my nails in the shade and then moved them to the sun to see how this polish transitioned, because I never worn it before. So this one's supposed to go from this color indoor, and once the sun is hitting it, it's supposed to transition to this color, and it did. It looked so freaking pretty. I think in the video you can see how it goes from this, and then once I move it to the sun, it slowly starts changing to more like a reddish pink. And it looks really, really pretty. I kind of wish it would stay like that the entire time, because I could still see the holographic, just the color of the holo, or whatever base this is, changes color. It's so pretty. So it's heat reactive is what I'm assuming. Probably best to wear this one on sunny days, or like during the summer, spring, summer, something like that. And this nail also transitioned. And I don't think my camera captured how much the color changed, but you can see a little bit at least. But in person, I could see the changing a little bit more. And it doesn't take a long time for it to transition either. Okay, so that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it super helpful, if in case you guys were curious or needed some help in learning how to apply these little transfers. They're very, very easy to use. They amp up any basic manicure and just make it look so pretty. So that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.